Wanted to give you a set of answers to essential question number 1 during the fall of 2011. This is the one that had to do with a organic garden and grocery store. So let's start with question number 1, and the answers for this one will be in black. You decide to open an organic garden and grocery store so you can take out a loan to start your new business. So the loan, you should see an increase in liabilities here, comes along with it a bunch of cash that you're actually borrowing. Now remember, this is the balance sheet, so the balance sheet must balance. Your assets must equal to the sum of liabilities and owner equity. So that looks just fine. But please note you're taking out a loan. This is borrowing and lending, and because you have cash coming in, what you're seeing is an increase in cash from finance. So question number 1 wasn't so bad. It was one of those standard 8 answers that we had there, which was you take out a loan. 2, hire 5 part-time employees to work in the garden. Those are employees. You don't own them, so they're expenses. So you see an increase in operating expenses, a decrease in net income, and then eventually a decrease in cash from operations. That's again one of those 8 classic ones. Question number 3, we'll go ahead and go in green. You donate a bunch of produce to a local soup kitchen. Now you can handle this a couple of different ways, depending upon how you're thinking about this right now, and I think either one of these will be acceptable. First off, you can think of those as just an increase in expenses, which is a decrease in net income and a decrease in operations. So that works for me. Alternately, you can go ahead and say, well, look, I'm giving away all this produce. It's bounced off by a decrease in owner equity, and there's no change in cash. So that pretty much does it all in there. So that's another possibility too. So either one of those 2 setups works for me. Question number 4, your garden grocery store wins an award and $10,000 grant in recognition of its philanthropic activities. Well, you can think of this as an increase in revenue pretty easily there, which is an increase in net income, which is an increase in cash from operations. So that works for me. Alternately, because it's this grant thing coming in, you can also have it as alternately an increase in assets and an increase in owner equity. Again, we're always providing a little bit of flexibility on these things. Oh, sorry, that one was 4. 5, we are back again into black. You have to pay your employees to take classes for an organic gardening certification. Your hope is that these classes will increase their productivity and thereby increase the garden's harvest. So what we're looking at here is another increase in expenses, which produces a reduction in net income, which reduces cash from operations. Remember, this isn't really an investment because you're doing it to people and you can't own people. Next one, let's go ahead and make a payment on a loan. Oh, this one goes crazy all over the place. So first off, you have a bunch of cash going away. So you have a decrease in these. At the same time, you have a decrease in liabilities, but the reduction in cash is not quite the same. So you also have this decrease in owner equity. This one's going to get really ugly for a while. You have an increase in some kind of expenses, and those are going to be your interest expenses. And that's going to reduce net income by a little bit. And so it's all going to flow through like this. There's a decrease in cash from operations, and there's a decrease in cash from finance because of this. So this is one of those ones that's all over the map. And we're pretty happy if you get some of these. So if you have just this component right here in the balance sheet and you manage to get the finance part, we're doing good. If you manage to get that interest part in there, you're doing even better. So we'll get a couple of parts of these and it's okay, but the main thing is to try to make sure you've got something about this reduction in liabilities, and we should be all right. And the last one, which we'll do as green, is going to be a, did I miss one? Oh, we missed 6. This one right here, which I'll do in green. Word of your produce gets out of town and you can hardly keep up with demand. Increase in revenue, increase in net income, decrease in operation. Oh, sorry, increase in cash from operations. And we'll switch over to red, not red, blue, in order to do the last one, 8 right here. Your friend wants to invest in the grocery store, so you let him become a partner for $50,000. This is supposed to be a nice little easy one here. Here's your friend's $50,000 in cash coming in. Here is you allocating that as owner equity, and here's you saying, look, I got all this cash because of a change in owner equity. Easy enough. So again, good luck with your essential questions in the class.